Lesbian Tina Kotek out to make history as Oregon's next governor. Watch this.
My name is Tina Kotek, but I've been called a few things over the years.
Food bank and children's advocate.
State representative.
Budget whiz.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a policy geek.
I call her wife.
Ally.
Madam Speaker.
First lesbian in the country to get that one.
Tina is determined.
Unstoppable.
La Jefa.
Tina Kotek, she's real tough.
And then there were some other words for tough that women get called. And those were the days that I really knew we were getting things done. And that's what's always mattered to me, making a real difference to help people.
When Tina Kotek became the Speaker of the Oregon House of Representatives, she made history as the first lesbian Speaker of any state house. She also made history as the longest-serving Speaker. Now she's looking to make history yet again as she runs for governor of Oregon. Should she win, she would become the first lesbian governor in the country. Kotek says of her motivation to run, quote, "Oregonians deserve an experienced, progressive leader who can get things done," unquote. She's one of several candidates seeking the Democratic nomination, and there are numerous Republicans and one unaffiliated candidate in the race as well. The party primaries will be on May 17th of this year, and the general election will be November the 8th. The field is partly large because Governor Kate Brown is prevented from running again due to term limits. Brown, a Democrat, is the first out bisexual governor in the United States.
I mean, that sounds great to me.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is great about this is it's encouraging to people who are going to run for office, LGBT people who are going to run for office in non-traditional LGBTQ communities. You look at South Florida right now, most of your LGBT elected officials are from Wilton Manors. There's a couple down on Miami Beach, South Beach, but you're breaking ground when you can get elected to office as an out candidate in a community that doesn't necessarily have a large...
Scott, to that point, I'm just curious. You're an elected official, the longest serving elected official in Florida. Can you even imagine today, or maybe sometime in the near future, an LGBTQ candidate for governor of Florida? Can you even imagine that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they'd have a long road to go to try to actually get elected. But I think, Pete Buttigieg and others who've run for governor, Jared Polis out in Colorado, it can be done. Florida doesn't have the most progressive electorate, but somebody's going to have to take a stab at it first to break down those walls.
And it's
Don't look at me.
It's in all of these. It's in all of these local elections where we see change happening. Right? That's where things need to start. It's at that ground level, and they will eventually work their way up through to national level change.
I don't mean to be Debbie Downer, but don't forget that the rest of Eastern Oregon is not as liberal as Western Oregon, and so it's not a done deal yet, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah. I have to say, I've been following Tina Kotek. I love the commercial, and I love the catchphrase where she says she's been called so many things through the years. To Oregon, if we had any voice at all, can we say to Oregon that the entire nation is paying attention to you? And Oregon really is standing out in terms of how progressive and open and embracing you are. So even irrespective of the East in the state, we congratulate Tina Kotek. And Queer News Tonight is following this story, and we really wish you all of the success. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT